Good morning, welcome along to the class today. I'm going to do a class that's a little bit more yoga rather than just pure Pilates. So it will give you a chance to lengthen out the muscles that we are tightening pretty much throughout the week. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So we'll be starting with our usual breathing. We'll get into some standing strength leg work on our mat up standing. We'll get into some balance and then we'll do some sun salutation. We make our way down onto the mat. So a lot of standing up time. And let's bring our feet underneath your shoulders. Feet, ankles, knees and hips and stacked in the one line, and yeah, underneath the shoulders pretty much. Hands onto your lower abdominals. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Now inhale through your nose and out through the mouth. Take a breath in through your nose and then out through the mouth. And when you breathe out, your tummy's moving in towards the spine. In through the nose and sighing out. Hands a bit higher. Little penguins coming into view. One more like that, breath in. As you exhale, you bring your arms down. I'm just going to step back. Inhale, arms coming up. Exhale and take the arms to the side. Inhale, arms shift forward. Sighing out to the side. Inhale, arms lift up. And then exhale, bring the arms straight down in front. Come up onto the balls of the feet. We stay lifted, arms come up. Then exhale, arms come to the side. She'll lift our feet. Inhale, arms come forward. Sighing out to the side. Inhale, arms rise up. And then exhale, bring the arms down, bending the knees. And keep the shoulders relaxed. So staying low in the legs. Inhale, arms come up on their own. Exhaling, arms go to the side. Inhale, arms shift forward. Keep the tummy braced. Exhaling, arms come to the side. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, bend the knees a little bit more. Despina papi, representa trabajar. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale to the side. Ana, despina papi. Inhale, arms forward. Garaje está abierto, alguien se abrió el garaje. Inhale, arms up. And then come down a fraction more. We're doing that again. So just the arms in isolation, legs stay low. Exhale to the side. Inhale, arms move forward. Sighing out to the side. Not a bit. And then come down a fraction. No. Inhale up. And then come down that last time. So we're going to come up, lower the heels down. Puedes con muñecas y después te puedes subir. So we're going to take our legs out really wide, and they're as wide as your wrist width when you've got your legs out. Yes, I don't have my flattering pants on today. So we're going to take our arms long, and then we're going to bend down into our warrior. So this is the start of our standing stretch. What you want to focus on doing is not allowing that knee to roll in. So push the knee outward, so it's tracking, if anything, the little toe. Shoulders stay relaxed, then come down further. We're just thinking about the deep breathing in through the nose. Salchicha, puedes poner frente a la puerta. Girls know when one of us leaves, they go and put that doorstop, we call it the sausage, in front of the door to get the cold wind, stop the cold wind coming in. Come down deeper, shoulders keep relaxing, keep bracing the breath, bracing the belly. Yo te diré cuando, juega un poquito aquí. 2 more breaths. Now what we're going to do is go down deeper and then start to lift your arms into a bit of a sun warrior. So you're bending down deep into your front leg, reaching long with your left arm, and then up high with your right arm. ¿Estás bien? ¿Chocaste? Ouch. Cuidado. Cuidado. Agua está aquí. Agua está aquí. Está aquí. Bajo la mesa. Now we're going to just give ourselves a tiny adjustment. So you're going to turn your hips to face the right side more, the right leg. And then you're going to straighten out the back leg. So now hips and shoulders are facing the right knee. And then come down. So now we're in our warrior one. Arms are both up. We're pushing our back heel down. We're not off the back heel. ¿Puedes no mover la mesa? Vidrio, va a romper. They're so frustrating sometimes. Back arm drops down again. top arm lifts, but now you're in your warrior one. A few more breaths. Now what we're going to do in a moment, we're not holding each position too long. We're going to turn so that the back heel lifts, toes are facing the same way now, and now we're both arms are up again and come down into a long lunge. Looking up, bracing the belly, straighten that back leg as much as it can. 2 more breaths. Now bring the arms down, turn to the front, open both knees out, and just turn and have a bit of a stretch. Both the legs are still going to be working though. And then turn the other way. So look at hands on me. And then come with a straight leg, turn your toes forward, and just tip forward. And we're going to come all the way into a forward fold with the wide legs. So you're looking in between those legs. This is almost like a mini break before we get to the other side. So we're going to bend the knees open, lift ourselves up, and then we're going to keep our right foot facing forward, turn your left leg. Open the arms out and then bend on in. So we're in the warrior two again, which means your hips and shoulders are stacked here. Belly keep it braced, arms stay long but shoulders stay relaxed. Keep coming down into your bent knee. With the bent knee, make sure it's not going over the top of your toe. If it needs to, put the foot out along the chicas, nice and real. ¿Por qué sacaste medias? Keep relaxing there. Now frente a la pantalla. Straight leg, opening out at the hips. So you don't want to roll down and like before, your knee keeps pushing out. Looking up if you can. Not very soon. Ramira's off to work. So there. Just with me today. Yeah, 2 more breaths. Now we're not lifting the back heel up. What we're going to do is just turn the foot so the hip stays down. Turning your heart, your hips, your shoulders, and then bring both arms up. Bring down into your warrior one. So keep pushing down into your knees, straightening out the back leg. As you breathe out, you're feeling your tummy move in. No. A few more breaths. Anda a jugar, en lugar de se vaga. Y guarda todas estas cosas. Es que no voy a dar ni molestas. Dropping the arm to open out your heart, lengthen out, and then go lower again. And keep pushing into that heel. Looking and lifting up. No te voy a decirte nada. Porque tú estás ya impaciente para hacerlo. No. No juegas bien. Sorry. I know. Cógelo. I love you. Now turn that back heel. Both toes facing the same way. Both arms up, shoulders relaxed, and drop down into your long lunge. Keep bracing the belly, keep going down long, strengthening out that back leg. Good job. Turning forward, open those knees out again. Stretch it the other way first this time. Keep opening out those knees. Sus ambos medios están ahí también que tienen que poner después. And then stretch the other way. Lleva las cosas. Sin. And then one more time with the forward fold in that extended leg stretch. Si está jugando bien, para que tú tienes que cogerla. Alright, so we're going to keep our legs out wide and we're coming back up. Sorry, they're beasts at the moment. Turning the right foot, keeping the left foot forward facing. Arms come up. This is a standing strength as well. But what we're doing is we're going very long with our upper body first before you add the rotation. So what you want to think about is just keep está bien, por favor. is keeping your shoulders facing forward, not dropping your top shoulder down, and we're lengthening out the arms. Now, it might be that you need to have your hand up onto your thigh to be in a proper position. That's okay, you don't have to come down as well. Looking up if you can. If that's too much on your neck, eye gaze is down. Nice, isn't it? We're going to turn our triangle the other way. So the other arm comes down, and you're just going to turn and try and lift up the other way, trying to keep both legs straight still. Relax your shoulders. Keep bracing the belly so that you're protecting your back. And then we're going to turn and rotate to the forward triangle again, and you'll find you've got more flexibility, and you can probably drop down a little bit lower. And you'll feel a really lovely pull, not just for your waist, but really deep into the thigh, down back of the knee. Looking up if you can, 4 more breaths. And just bend the knee to come out of that safely. Lower the arms, and let's turn the feet the other way. So we've got our heel pushed down, open that foot so your weight's in both legs, and then we're going to go with the arms long, shoulders drop them down like always, then think about going for your length, and then you're rotating. So like before, you want to just think about lowering that hip down, keeping your chest rolling forward. Dale sus aguas, por favor. And then the eye gaze, like before, can be up. But if it's too intense up, bring it down. So it's a really lovely stretch in through that waist, but it's also a lengthening sensation. And you know when we're doing Pilates throughout the week, we're doing everything to contract our muscles and tighten it. This is just giving us the opposite effect, lengthening everything out. Keep bracing the belly in as you breathe out, Tim. And let's rotate. So we're bringing the top arm down, touching down along the leg if you need, and then lifting up. So keep using that hand to just twist you a little bit more towards the back of the room. And then slowly just let that arm release back down to the mat. You'll find you've got more length, and then lift up again. You see how incredible it is? Just that slight lengthening by turning yourselves to the back enables you to get deeper into the stretch. I hope you feel that. A few more breaths. The screen's run away, so I'm just going to come on in and put the screen back on for me because it's gone all blank. And then when you're ready, just come out of that safely. Don't know if it disappeared for you, but that's really nice standing strength work that we've just done then. Now we're going to get into some of our balance exercises before we get into our sun salutations. So left arm out to the side. Might move her shoes out. Huh? Si quieren. Sí, anda por arriba, después se llama vulva, tú sabes qué puedes hacer. So if you want, hold on to the foot and then push it out. We're heading upstairs now. A few more breaths. So we'll do this balance at the end as well, and we'll hopefully get more flexibility and more ability to lift that foot up. Bring it on in, and then change sides. Felicity, if you're doing this, I know you're putting me to shame right now with your flexibility. So pick up the foot, and then drive the heel away. I know that if you're not doing it live with me, you'll be doing the replay later on. Keep this going, a few more. So bring that leg in, lower it down. We're going to get into our eagle. So sit down into the legs, bring the legs together, and then wrap your right foot behind. And if you can wrap it all the way around, that's great. Oh, I shouldn't be looking at the cars driving by. Then your left arm comes under. So we're wrapping into our eagle. Lifting up the arms and then pushing the fingers forward. You get a lovely release in through the back of your arms around the back, as well as stretching in through the hip a little bit, and of course working in through your ankle in the balance. 2 more. Okay, release that leg and take your arms out to the side. You're going to turn your left foot, your supporting foot a bit. We're in the high star. Keep this going a little bit longer, 4 more breaths. Okay, so bring the legs back in. Bring the arms down, sink into your legs again. Left foot wraps over, and then your right arm wraps under. We grow with our fingers. We lengthen towards the front from your elbows. Deep breathing. A few more breaths. Reach out towards your stance. So release the foot. The leg goes to the side as you turn your other foot forward. Staying here in a nice strong position. Feel how your ankle has to work hard to keep you up. Let's keep that going. A few more. So bring the legs together, bring the arms down. We'll just do our tree pose and I'll move back so you might be able to see more of me. And then take your right foot along the side of the left leg. Dig the heel in before you bring the arms in. Push the knee out. Tummy stays braced. And you bring the hands down either to heart, finding your third eye, or we lift. Remember to relax your shoulders down the whole time. If you're not feeling too balanced, please just keep your eye gaze slightly downward facing. If you're feeling good, try and look up. Two more breaths. I'm no doubt not going to have great balance because I'm very sleep deprived today. Bring the arm down, release the foot. My day started about 4 a.m. today. Anna's been up pretty early, so I hope she won't get crabby during the class because she'll probably go and have a sleep earlier than usual today. She needs it, that's for sure. So remember to relax the shoulders. Take your eye gaze up. So, I mean, sleep is so important for lots of different things, but keeping you well balanced, it definitely helps in that. Less sleep you get, the more balance, the more ability in everything, really, without your sleep. 2 more. So bring the arms down, releasing that foot, and we are going to get into our sun salutation. So I'm just going to angle my mat so that you'll be able to see everything that I'm doing. Hopefully it will be all right. And then we'll come down onto the mat and I will lower the screen down. So I'm going to be standing at the top of my mat, and we've got the whole room, whole length of your mat behind you, okay? I'm going to hit the wall. Just have to angle it around a bit more. So feet are together, shoulders stay relaxed, belly stays braced, and you want to think about one movement, one breath. So inhale, rise the arms up into your tall mountain, looking up. As you exhale, you're going to bring your body and fold it in half, bent knees if you need to, and have your hands by the side of your feet. As you inhale, your right leg steps back into a long lunge and you lower the hips down. Using your strong fingertips, you push your other leg back into the down dog and you're pushing your hips up high and you're looking to your knees. You float, tucking the tummy in, coming forward into your plank. And this is your option to take your knees down if you need to. Keeping the elbows in, lower and hover. Off the mat into your crocodile. Now you're pushing up through strong arms and you're onto your toes, so you're off your knees, and if you can, you're looking up through the hands as you inhale. It's keeping the back leg as straight as possible. Upper leg comes into the forward fold as you exhale. Inhale, coming up tall, and then exhale, your hands come to your side. So we're going to go slow again for the next round. Then we're going to do 4 times a little bit faster once you know what to expect. So inhale, arms coming up and you're looking up. So you want to think about where your eye gaze goes. Looking up now. As you carve your body,
your eye gaze goes to your knees, and you can bend your knees like I said before. Your left leg lunges back now, and you're looking forward towards the horizon as you're straightening out your back leg. The other leg pushes back, and you're looking towards your knees, letting all that air out. Now, as you draw your breath in and you come through to your plank, your body stays nice and straight, you're looking down. You continue to lower down as you're lowering your body towards the crocodile, hovering off the mat. Pushing up through the strong arms, looking up, flatten those feet. Now exhale, you push back to down dog again, and you're looking at your knees once more. Bending your knees deep, you're stepping your left leg up all the way in between the hands. It has to get there. If it doesn't, you pick it up and you pull it all the way through. Other leg comes in, exhaling. Inhale, rising up. And then exhale, your hands come to your side. So like I said, we're going to go 4 times through. We're going to go a little bit faster. So this is getting your heart rate up, getting into a little bit of fat burning mode. And we're not going to have a break between each set. We come straight into them. So listen to me. Just follow the best that you can. If you prefer to go slow, you can. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, halve your bodies. The right leg lunges back. Left leg comes to the down dog. Hips go high. Come straight through to your plank, bracing the belly tight. Lower and hover off your mat into your crocodile. Knees can be down, remember. Pushing up, inhale. Exhale, back to the down dog. Right leg lunges through, inhaling. Left leg as you exhale. Inhale, rising up. This is when we don't stop. Come all the way back down. Fold your body in half. Left leg goes back, inhale. Right to the down dog. Come through to your plank. Hit your tummy taut as you lower to your crocodile. Pushing up through strong arms, looking up. Exhale, back to the down dog. Bend the knee, stepping left leg through the arms. Now the right leg joins it. Coming up tall. Half your bodies again. We're halfway through this fast sequence. Right leg goes back, inhale. Left to the down dog. Push through the palms to get there. Inhale, forward to plank. Lower and hover into your crocodile. Pushing all the way up through the arms, looking up. Exhale, back to the down dog. Bend the knees, we step our right leg through, inhaling. Left leg joins as you exhale. Inhale, coming up. Last time, all the way back down. Left leg goes back, inhale. Right leg to the down dog. Come through to your plank. You've got to switch those tummy muscles on completely as you lower down. Brace it in to support your back. Push up through strong arms. Exhale, back, down dog. Stepping forward with the left leg, inhale. Right leg now. Inhale, come tall. And then hands to your side. I feel like my boobs have popped out of my bra. They sort of have. So we're going to come down onto our mat now. Work into our core a little bit more intensely. And then we'll get into a little bit of stretch work before the class, before coming up to standing. So I'm going to move the screen down a bit. So you feel how your heart rate's hopefully going up. I certainly hope it has. We're going to lie on our back. So we've got our feet together. Chin tucks into the chest. Let these loose socks bring them back up. Head and shoulders are lifted. Now you're supporting either your head or your neck, whatever feels like it needs it. But the whole time you're looking at your tummy, you're making sure that when you breathe out, stomach moves down. We want to always bring that contraction in. So inhale to prepare, exhale, rise up. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, lift it up. So inhale to lower, exhale to lift. So as you're rising up, you're seeing your tummy move down. Exhale to bring your body all the way up. Now we're going to go smaller on the next one. So we're exhaling to lift. Inhale, come back halfway. And then we lift again. So we're not going back as far. See, if you were with me yesterday's class, hope your arms are feeling a little bit sore. It was a good session. Lots of arm stuff. Do 4 more like that. So you see how I use that breath like you're fogging up a mirror. That's how we want it. So even smaller now, coming up as you exhale, centimetre back, and then again rising up. My legs are shaking, they must be fatigued. I went on quite a nice walk this morning, getting hill work. I was in such a grumpy mood from lack of sleep, I decided to do lots of side streets, back streets, so I didn't have to see anybody and say hi. Wasn't in the mood for that. Hold it up, bring your arms forward, shoulders stay relaxed. Let's peel, super slow. Sit tall at the top and then come back down halfway, stopping short from dropping back down, okay? So you get to the point just above where that sticking point is, and then we're going to just stay here. Shoulders stay relaxed, elbows come in, and just stay in this position. Now I want you to just lift your legs so that they're hovering slightly off the mat, and we're not doing anything, we're just holding this still. 4 more breaths. So bring the arms forward, lower the feet back down, and then just super slow, we're going to roll ourselves back. And please try not to drop. And then we're going to take our feet so that we're just lifting our heels and our toes are down lightly. And then just bring one knee in. Lower it down, and then the other side. So Ramiro started work yesterday at 5 o'clock, and he worked from 5 till 9, so only 4 hours. And he went a little bit early because he needed to pick up something. And he said that it was so busy at the shops, and he said it stayed busy until about 7. I don't know what people are thinking, but like I said yesterday and been talking about, I'm just not convinced that it's safe yet. And people are being a little bit stupid, in my opinion, heading out so much. I still don't know whether or not to send Alba back to school. I'm leaning towards no more than yes, to be honest. A few more. So remember, don't put too much weight on the toe that's down. And that way you're going to feel it more in your lower abs. In a moment, we are going to do the double lift. If you don't like the double and the way that you think it's going to feel in your back, so I don't want any back problems, you can stay here doing a single. I'm going to do one more single, and then if you want to, you join me with the double lift. Brace the belly tight. Keep flattening the back down. Try, if you're doing the double, to not let the feet lean on each other. Let them work independently. Still going to be working really hard if they are touching, but I like you to work harder, so have them separated. 4 more. Okay, so just bring both legs in, and I'll give you a mini stretch, so just roll the legs out around in a circle. And we are going to get into some upper and lower combined abdominals before we change position. So circles go the other way. So we're going to start this one working the upper belly more, and then the lower body's going to come into the mix. So I might ask you to take your knees down to one side, and the side that your knees are down to, you're holding on with that hand so that you're facing upward. So you're not turning towards your knees, you're turning upward, and you're looking at your tummy. As you come up, you're exhaling. Inhale, you don't come down too far. So as you come up, you're looking at your tummy. You're seeing that the stomach is moving and contracting. Contracting from your front of the belly inward, from the top of your belly downward. That's letting all that air out to cause that. Now, if you don't want any further advancing of the move, you stay here. If you want more, this is what it looks like. You pull your knee in as you come up, and then you push the leg away. So this is the next level. We've got 3 levels. So one more after this one. And of course, you don't have to take them. You can just stick with. ¿Qué están haciendo? Yo espero que no estés trayéndolo abajo. Okay. Hello, darling. meant to be split out.
No.
Okay, so if you want more, you're going to join me by taking both legs out. Shh. And bring both legs in. ¿Ya jugaste? ¿Te gustó? Oh, es 6660.
No es el código.
Y ya está mal.
No, solo tenía que eso enseñó a mí. Yo.
Moviste eso y después es 6660.
Mami. Okay.
¿Cómo? Last one. Apologies. And let's take our legs over to the other side. Abba va a traerlo acá. Abba, solo intentas arriba. 6660. Let's take the legs the other way. Holding on to the under part of your hips with the arm. Si Abba funciona aprendiéndolo, tú puedes subir. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Adiós. Oh, gracias. ¿Te pones medias, mi amor? Está frío. ¿Dónde están tus calcetines? 6660.
Sí.
Ok. Quedan arriba.
Sí,
Ok. Ya entra. Sube. Four more. So if you prefer to just stay down like this, please do. If you want, this is your next option. A single leg lifting and lowering. Well, no, it's not lifting and lowering. It's entering and then extending away. Exhale as you bring the leg in. Just have a quick feel of that tightening sensation. Feels good. It's all about the waist. Upper and lower belly with the waist emphasis. I'm going to do a few more like this, and then I'm going to add in the other leg as well. So both legs away, and then pull it in. Tight, strong form. Nobody should be feeling any discomfort in your back, okay? If you are, keep the knees down. You just got two more, and then we're going to do a pretty quick transition to roll ourselves over and work some planks. So bring the legs in, roll yourselves up, and then we're going to get into a little bit of plank work, a little bit of back work, and then a little bit of stretching. Onto your hands, onto your feet, shoulders stay relaxed. Pull one knee in, same knee again. Relax the shoulders always. Don't let the bottom lift up just because you're pulling the knee in. If you've got super long legs and it's touching down, you can take the leg around to the side a bit more. Two more. Change sides. Break. Last two. Okay, so onto the elbows. Leg steps out and then in, same side. Inhale as you step, exhale as you're in. Few more. Keep the bottom low. Last one. Other side. It's hard, isn't it? Inhale, sign out. 4 to go, then we're stepping back up onto our hands. It's a longish sequence, but you can do it. All right, stop there. Push up onto your hands again. You can bring your knees down if you need to get up a little bit more gradually. And then, like before, step the leg out and bring it in. Two to go, then we swap sides, no breaking as you can see, change it over. 4 more. Then we come onto the elbows for the last time. Oh, come on down. Knees, they come around to the side. Huh? Dummy. Apaga. No. So you change sides. Alba Latina. Last 4. Oh, you're done. Knees down, toes together. Have a stretch. That was really strong ab work there. Definitely tightening in through your deep core abs and your superficial front abs. We didn't do much more work by sides, but we work sides in lots of different ways in other classes anyway. So let's get into a little bit of back, and then what we're going to do is do some stretching. Onto your tummies. Give your arms a complete break. So you can have your forehead down, you can have your chin down, whatever feels best to pick your spine. Nice and neutral. All right, so feet come together, lift them up. I'm going to inhale to open, double clap, close. So inhale and clap, clap, open. Four more. Okay, hold this one open, just about hip width distance apart, and then lift up. Small lift and lower. Last exercise, bring the legs close, fast clap. This is the last exercise for our back down here. Keep the deep breath coming. And stop. Bring ourselves up onto all fours. Our arms aren't going to be working here, so just know that they'll still just be here to support you. Belly braced, but it's the leg that's going to be moving. Flex foot. Inhale, heel up, double toe tap. And lift. Tap, tap, elevate. Beautiful bird on the balcony. To the diagonal, same leg out. Down, down, lift. Down, down. Two more. Okay, lift it up, bring it on in, lower it down, change sides. Flex foot, inhale, rise, and double tap. Make sure you're evenly weighted in both arms. A few to go before we head out to the diagonal. So really working in through the lower back and the glute a little bit. Do one more. Diagonal out and hit it. Down, down, lift. Down, down, brace, set in. Two more. And let's straighten it out. Bring it on down, and we're going to actually have a seat facing into the front. We'll get into our short little stretch session, just a little one before we come back up to standing. So let's just bring our heels in and our knees out. Just work your knees down as much as you can. Try throughout this stretch sequence to maintain your back as straight as possible. What I don't want you to do is start arching forward. We want to keep it straight and keep the core contracted so that you're tucking in, and that way hopefully you're giving your back the support that it needs, but you're also going to be keeping your posture more erect when you're breathing and contracting in. Right leg's not going to do anything for now. It's just going to come in closer, and your left leg's going to come around. And then you're going to hold on with your right arm and use your back arm, which is your left arm, to elevate, and then turn. I sent my sister-in-law a package which has to get to Galapagos, and I did that on the 4th of May. And I didn't pay for the super fast one, which is 3 days, which I knew it wouldn't work, because when I've had to send documents just a letter, it takes a month. But anyway, this one was supposedly meant to be 8 days. It cost $100 to sell, $97 to be exact. I haven't told her, but she doesn't speak English, so she won't know. Anyway, I sent her this package, and so it was supposedly 8 days. Today's the 23rd. I've been tracking it, and it's still sitting at the Australian airport, internationals, waiting for dispatch. Ridiculous, and I can't imagine how slow it's going to be once it gets out of Australia. Anyway, so we're going to be bringing the left leg forward, holding onto your foot with both hands, and then extending the foot up in front. So this is where I was talking about your back. I want you to try and keep it as straight as possible. And just try and push down your knee so that you're lengthening out. If it's too hard for you to hold your foot, then please, by all means, just hold on to your calf. What we're going to do is we're going to hold on with the opposite hand and let that leg cross your body, and then extend long with the opposite arm. Remember, sit tall, shoulders relaxed, lengthen out. The twins don't turn 1 until the middle of next month, so hopefully it will get there before then, but I don't know. Like I said, just one letter I needed sent over from here when I was living, not even in Galapagos, in Quito, which is the main city, and it took a month. So we're going to hold on to the foot now with the opposite hand and take the leg out to the side. Sit tall, bracing in, and try and drop that knee down. So, I mean, yes, you can have the knee bent in and hold the foot in, but it's preferable to have the leg straight, which means that maybe you want to hold underneath the leg rather than on the foot. That way you're benefiting from that lovely stretch. 2 more breaths. Okay, so we're going to just bring that leg in close, and now the right foot is going to have its turn to do some of the movement. So left arm wraps over, right arm is behind to elevate and help you twist. Mind you, I still haven't heard from my airline about cancelling my ticket. We're meant to be travelling in less than a month to South America. How slack are they? It's a South American airline, and they've only dealt with people up until the 31st of this month, so surely. I mean, imagine you were travelling on the 1st of June. You don't know anything yet, or the 2nd. Terribly slack. A few more breaths. So I'm going to turn to the centre, picking up the foot with both hands if you can. Otherwise, holding, like I said, underneath the shin is fine. Just try and elevate your spine, dropping the shoulders down though, and feeling that beautiful lengthening through the back of the leg. So this will help us when we get up to our balancing at the top, at the stop, on the standing position. Bracing the belly tight, we're going to just take our opposite hand, hold on to that foot, cross it over you, and then the other arm comes to twist you. And ideally, you're looking back. And holding on with the same hand, taking that leg out to the side, sit tall. It's a nice sequence of stretches, mainly for the leg and the hip, but this is not a stretch class. So when we do the stretch class, that's when we focus on every single muscle group. So bring that leg in, and we're going to just gently make our way up to standing. So if you need to get a drink, please do so. Hope you don't feel dizzy. And I'm just going to put the screen up a little bit so you can see for the balance. Let's get straight into the challenging one with our left arm out to the side, right knee taking it out, or if you can get the foot, let's do it. You should feel like you've got more flexibility than you did earlier. This side's my bad side anyway. Bring it on in, lower it down. Let's do the other side. Taking it out, or foot, and drive it all the way through. Bring it in. Let's get into our dancer's pose. Right leg, right hand, left arm is lifted. Follow through. And elevate that back foot. Think about length through your front arm. And release that. Change to the other side. Come on through. Be proud of the session that you did today. Not a typical Pilates by any stretch of the imagination, it's more yoga. But it's good to mix things up. Come on up. Let's bring ourselves into a tree. You should feel that you're more stable than you were at the start. Even if you were stable at the start, you should feel really centered now. ¿Ya lo apagaste?
Sí.
¿La música sigue?
Yo quiero tocarla.
No.
Ana lo hizo.
¿Y lo guardaste?
Sí, para que no ve nada.
Gracias. No. So let's bring the arm down, change to the other side. They've behaved fairly well as can be expected for a little 2 and 5-year-old.
We're not hungry.
Can you stay still? 2 more breaths. So bring the arms down, release that foot down. I'm going to bid you farewell. So thank you so much for attending the class with me today. And enjoy your day off tomorrow, unless of course you're going to do a replay, and I will see you back here Monday morning. Take care.
¿Por qué no quiero la escuela?